Hello everyone, I'm Jesslyn Jinisha from grade 8A and I'm here to discuss about the topic soil. First of all, what is soil? The thin layer of grainy substance covering the surface of the earth is called soil. We see soil everywhere, when we have a morning walk, when we take the bus to our school, anytime we would see the soil right under our feet on the ground surface. So this substance is called soil. In our lower classes, we would have learned that the earth contains core, mantle and crust, and the topmost layer of the earth is of course the crust. This is the layer where we live in. And the crust is divided into many layers like the layers of a cake. So in a cake we have for example, if it's a many layered cake, then all of us would want let the top layer be chocolate, and then the next one be mango, and the next one strawberry, and so on. So in the same way, we have four layers in the crust. So they are the four main layers that we'll be learning today. It can be classified into more layers, but the four layers are the main ones. So on top we have the topsoil. It contains humus, organic matter, and some soil that is rich in minerals. Next we have the subsoil, which contains a lower level of humus and organic matter, but it still has some minerals, and it is similar to the topsoil. Next we have weathered rock material. In this we can see broken pieces of rock that was broken down from the parent rock. The parent rock is a huge block of rock that got broken down into weathered rock material, subsoil, and topsoil. Next, let us look at topsoil. The topsoil is the upper layer of the soil. It has the highest concentration of organic matter and microorganisms, and it is where most of the Earth's biological soil activity occurs. Topsoil is composed of mineral particles and organic matter, and it usually extends to a depth of 5 to 10 inches. The topsoil is also called a horizon. Now let us take a look at the organic matter in topsoil. It contains humus, which is produced by earthworms and other microbes such as bacteria and fungi. Next, let us look at the minerals in topsoil. The topsoil contains minerals such as phosphorus, potassium, calcium, magnesium, manganese, zinc, and copper. Now let us take a look at the uses of the topsoil. The topsoil is used for growing plants and crops, and it is used it's being used as a home for insects, and it is the place where the children play. So as you can see, this image is an image of an onion. So as you can see in this picture, the onion is here, and this is the soil, and it's the topsoil. Here's the onion and its roots, and this is the top part of the onion, which is above the ground. So this is the part that we can see with our eyes, and when we dig, we can find out this onion in the topsoil. Next, let us take a look at peanut plant growth. So we all love peanuts or groundnuts. So this is the image of the growth of peanut from a seed to a big plant with more peanuts. So as you can see here, we have the seed which is sown in the topsoil, and also it produces this part in the topsoil, and when it develops into a plant, the plant is found above the soil, but the root is still in the topsoil. And as it develops, the groundnuts, which are found below the ground, are present in the topsoil. In this image, you can see that we have the topsoil. The groundnuts are present in the topsoil and the plant part is above it. Now, let's see this image. In this image, the farmer is plowing his fields. And which soil does he plow? Yes, you guessed it. He plows the topsoil where the crops grow. What's this? It has many chambers and passages. Oh, well, it's the building construction work of an ant. And the anthill that we see on top is not just its home. It has many more chambers beneath the ground, and that is present in the topsoil. Termites also build their homes in this way. When we were little kids, we would all play with the soil. When we were out in our garden planting some plants, or when we were just sitting out there, we would feel a lot of energy. So we would just dig up the soil, build something like a mountain structure, or we would just put our hands inside and dig, or dig until we can, how much ever deeper we can go, or till we get some like bricks or rocks. So this is very fun for children, and this is what most of us do. Next, let us look at subsoil. Subsoil is the layer of soil under the topsoil on the surface of the ground. Like topsoil, it is composed of a variable mixture of small particles such as sand, silt, and clay. But it has a much lower percentage of organic matter and humus. It has a small amount of rocks which are smaller and are mixed with it. The subsoil is also called B horizon. We all love bunnies, and in this image we can see bunnies that are on the burrow. Well, let's see. This is the ground part through which we can see. And we would think, oh, there's the bunny and there's the hole and it's where it lives. Well, no. The bunny does not live on its burrow. It has a big, deep hole where it has its bedroom and kitchen and everything. So, as you can see, this is the topsoil, this top part where you can see all the plant roots. This is the topsoil. Then, this is the subsoil. So this is where the bunnies make their home. They dig their way through it and they make their home over there. And as you can see some rocks that are big, but they're not too big. They're medium sized, but that's the subsoil. Even bunnies can dig their holes up to the weathered rock material, but they mostly make it in the subsoil. Only if they're feeling like going very deep, then they would make their way into the subsoil. But they into the weathered rock material, but they mostly make their home in the subsoil. That brings us to the next topic, weathered rock material. This layer contains broken pieces of rocks that were once part of their parent rock. The weathering of rocks takes place due to factors like temperature, pressure, and time. This gets further broken down into the subsoil. The changes in temperature, pressure, and time can affect how much the weathered rock material gets broken down. In this image, you can see the construction of the main pillar of a building. When they're putting on the foundation of a building, they would dig deep and deep. And do you know what this is? This part is the topsoil. And you can see like another layer, and that is the subsoil. And this part where they've laid down the foundation is the weathered rock material. And below this, there's the parent rock. But like in most of the single-floor houses, you would have this type of a structure which is laid down into the subsoil. I mean, the weathered rock material. But in huge malls and companies, there might be underground parking areas and stuff. So in some places, we have parking areas that's underground, and even we have double or 2 to 3 floors of parking underground. So that takes place in the parent rock. But most of the single-floor buildings are built in the weathered rock material. That's their foundation. And that brings us to the last topic, parent rock. Parent rock is also called substratum and is the original rock from which younger rock or soil is formed. In soil formation, parent rock or parent material normally has a large influence on nature and the resulting soil. For example, clay is derived from mudstone, while sandy soil or sand comes from sandstone. Parent rock can define the nature of the soil. It can be sedimentary, igneous, or metamorphic. Now let us look at the examples of parent rocks. Quartzite is obtained from pure quartzite limestone. And also, marble is obtained from limestone. In this example, all four of these examples are parent rocks, but they are derived from each other. Like limestone was the parent rock at first, but due to some conditions, it turned into another parent rock that is marble. So the main parent rock turned into a metamorphic parent rock that is marble. In the same way, the pure quartzite limestone turned into a metamorphic rock that is quartzite. And all four are parent rocks. Now let us look at the factors of soil formation. The factors of soil formation are parent rock, relief, climate, time, and living organisms. Parent rock determines the soil's texture, color, and type. Relief refers to the slope and altitude of the place. Climate is the temperature, as we all know. And time can change the type of the soil. Living organisms refers to the flora, fauna, and all the microbes that add humus to the soil. And so we've successfully completed the topic soil. Thank you.